Hi friends, thanks for being here. In today's video, it might be a little bit boring for most. I'm giving you a look at how I use my stylus pen. This was a request and a few comments from a few players, and I wanted to show how I use my stylus pen because of the video I made previously about how I'm able to move quickly and intentionally through my friends' maps when I visit them in Seeker's Notes. So as you can see here, again, this is going to be a little bit boring for those of you who already have it down and you don't require this video to listen to, or maybe you're just here for your own interest. But again, a few of you ask how I get through visits so quickly. So I hope this walkthrough gives you some insight and maybe a few ideas for your own gameplay. As we go, I'll also chat about things like tapping strategy, trophy etiquette, how I manage my friends list, and how I use visits as a way to give back to our little gaming community. So let's start with the stylus itself. You'll notice how fast I'm tapping around, and you'll see here it's stalling because I guess Seeker's Notes can't keep up with me when I smoke through so quickly. But a clean, precise, no fuss way of tapping around the stylus lets me move way faster than my fingers ever could. It's great for hitting those small icons without misclicking or losing time. And most days I can finish all of my map visits in about 10 minutes and sometimes less. I try to aim for premium locations, merchants, and puzzles. Now, if you'd like, I'm sure there's a way you can pause this video or slow it down somehow to watch what I'm doing. But places that offer real value, both for me and for the friend that I'm visiting. One thing the stylus makes easier is reaching those outer areas. And I don't know if I've done it yet. I am watching what I'm doing on the screen because I recorded this while I was doing this a few days ago, and now I'm doing the voiceover, so I'm not talking as I'm tapping. Oh my gosh, I'm not that amazing. But sometimes players forget there's help to be had on the edges. But when I take the time to tap those harder to reach locations, it gives me more item variety in terms of collection items. I believe I should really check that with Seeker's Notes and create stronger boosts for my friends, so I don't skip those. It's all about thoughtful movement. Now, something important, again, see I'm stalling here on screen. I'm moving so fast that Seeker's Notes is like, calm down, Sonny, you know. But yeah, it's just, again, I'm loading up on collection items and I'm just going really quickly. And what I like is that the antique shop, the gloomy house, the dressing room, the garden, the fortune teller, the ship, the veranda, they're all like in close proximity to each other. House of toys, and of course the inventor, the fortune teller, blacksmith, the treasure bar, all the puzzles, everything is kind of close proximity to each other, and you can really just go through very quickly when you've got this stylus pen. And you've got to have that ambition and that desire to kind of really do it quickly. And I've timed myself. Again, evidence is the length of time that it took this video to be created. And that's why I didn't want to, there's no editing done, at least right as I'm talking right now. Maybe at the end when I think an ad shows up, I might edit that out. I might leave it in, who knows. But I wanted to give you the real raw footage of me using the stylus while I'm playing. Now, again, something important I want to point out, especially for those who are newer to the game or still figuring out where to tap, I actually avoid tapping the event location to the best of my ability. I know it looks tempting, but the rewards it leaves behind aren't that great. It gives your friend only a small percentage of coins and experience compared to tapping a premium location, a merchant, or puzzle. It's just not worth it. So my advice and I've covered this in another video, which I will do again. Skip the event location when you're visiting friends. Help where it matters most. Before I even begin my visits, just so you know, I spend about 10 minutes checking gifts. And I'll talk more about that in an upcoming video where I show how I return gifts, check wish lists, and prioritize what I send. There are certain players that every single day they're sending me a gift and they get top priorities. They're sending, a wish list gift. No matter, even if it's not even on my, some of you are so brilliant. Thank you so much. You're just wonderful people, wonderful friends to play with. But even when it's not even on my list of collection items, there are some players I know to prioritize them. So I'm a big fan of sending location passes. So as I was about to say, I'll show how I return gifts, check wish lists, and prioritize what I send. I'm a big fan of sending location passes, premium location passes, especially during events, which is almost all the time. If I'm unsure what to send, that's my default because it opens access to premium places and helps players complete tasks that might otherwise be out of reach. So more on that soon, but I wanted to mention here since gifting is such a key part of how I support my friends. Now, the great trophy debate. So you can see me now smoking down to the other side of the map to visit friends here and just, tap locations that don't normally get tapped. And it's just totally random. I just randomly go and visit. I try to visit friends who visited me first. And then out of the 100 friends that I have, I will visit all those friends afterwards. And that's when I like to move around a little bit and tap locations that are not in the heart and center of the map. And it's kind of fun, I'm just moving around and collecting items and leaving help. So back to the great trophy debate. Some players don't mind if you tap their trophies. I've had friends, I think I still do have friends who their request is tap trophies. I think they've taken it out of their name, so I know who they are, and I'll tap trophies when I visit. Others really prefer that you don't. And honestly, I respect that. I always try to remember which of my friends like what. If someone doesn't want their trophies tapped, I leave them alone and focus on puzzles, merchants, and premium locations instead. This game encourages attention to detail. And for me, that includes remembering how my friends play. It's good for my memory and it builds trust. Try to remember, folks, it's a small gesture that goes a long way. And as much as this game is fun, we're also doing things that help our cognitive development and improvement. See, here I'm waiting for Seeker's Notes to say, "Oh my God, Sunny, what are you doing? Slow down." Another thing I wanted to share is how I organize my friends list. I keep it capped at 100 active friends only. No more excess, no more sleeping players. This change has made a huge difference in how my game runs. Less lag, more connection, and cleaner daily routines. So here's my system. I sort friends by experience. And once someone earns the Story Keeper's trophy, or the white trophy as it's often referred to, I mark them as a favorite. That way they always appear at the top of my list when I go to visit. It helps me keep track of who's earned what and who I want to prioritize when I only have a few minutes to spare. This setup keeps me organized, and I believe it actually helps my game's algorithms flow better. I'll definitely do a full video on how I manage my friends list again soon because the results have been well worth the effort. So, yeah, here I am continuing to tap away. As I said before, I wasn't going to do any editing. Wow, it's really filling up my collections lists. For those of you who are not taking advantage of this aspect of the game, you're truly missing out. And sometimes we're waiting for something on our collections list that we're just not getting. But when you go to visit a friend, there it is. That often happens to me, very often. And when I do the surveys, for those of you who don't respond to Seeker's Note surveys, they really help. It's really good when you can send feedback back to the team. I always say, I wish there was a way you can incentivize the daily gifters. I've got some friends who they keep me on my toes. They visit every single day. That's just so wonderful. And honestly, sometimes when I'm really pressed for time, because life has just gotten so busy around here, we, family and friends and business has just taken a huge amount of time from all of us. And so I truly respect my little hour or two of game time that I can sneak away and get. And that's why I had to temporarily leave my guild. I love my wonderful, amazing guild. Shout out to the Seekers of Destiny and all those wonderful people there. I miss them so much. Of course, they're still on my friends list, and I do visit them and gift them as I should. But out of respect for them, I won't be able to participate in a lot of the events coming up. I haven't been in the last few months and won't be for quite some time here, as I've got life to deal with. So, instead of taking advantage of my guildmates and having everyone else do the work, it's okay to take a break from time to time to deal with life and respectfully request to return. And I've had a few requests to come back, but I've explained to my wonderful guildmates that it's just, life is just lifing right now. That's what the kids say, right? I've heard the kids say, life's lifing. So I'll just come in and I'll play as I can when I can. Yeah, sometimes some of the map, you have to go way to the other side and tap, but I'm in and I'm out. So, there you have it. I really enjoy playing this game with my Stylus pen, my Stylus tapping strategy, how I approach visits with purpose, and how I've optimized my friends list for a smoother, more meaningful game experience. I'm truly appreciative of all the support from those of you who watch my videos and comment. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sorry that this is so long, but I wanted to show you, and I hope this helped you in some way. And if you've got your own tricks or routines, feel free to share them in the comments. Let's keep helping each other grow. I'm just about done. I think I'm on my last location here, and I think at the end now, after I finish the last and final of my visits, Darkwood Chronicle decided to pop up and give me a video. So here I'm not allowing. Seeker's Notes has to pay the bills, right? So here's an ad. And, at the end I get a little treat. But I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope this helped. Until next time, keep seeking, keep sharing, and always tap with kindness if you can. Get rid of those friends that are sleeping. I think Seeker's Notes just got rid of a whole bunch of them, or are about to, depending on when this video gets uploaded. And I'll see you all in the game, and look forward to celebrating Seeker's Notes' 10th year